Jay Ganesha. Welcome back to On the Mic, everyone. If you are here, it is because episode 1 on who will be the next superpower clearly hit a nerve, and I loved it. And today, we are taking it one level deeper because global power isn't just about who has the biggest economy or the strongest army. It is all about the silent moves, secret negotiations, resource battles, tech races, and alliances that side without making noise. Think of today as the episode where we take the world map, turn it upside down, and say, okay, what is really happening underneath? And yes, my returning partner in geopolitical crime, Vijay, is right here with me. All right, let's get into the hidden game. Hey, Vijay,
Hey,
welcome.
hi all viewers. So
Well,
let's get started.
right. Today also we try and follow the same thing. I try to categorize into segments
Mhm.
about the topic that we are going to discuss. So the first segment would be the power beneath power. So let's start with something simple. Every great empire fell not because of they lost a war, but because they lost control of the fundamentals, namely resources, supply routes, money, information. And right now, the fundamentalists are shifting quietly. So let's start with resources. 30 years ago, oil was the kingmaker. Today, is data the new oil? Vijay, what are your views on that? If you could share.
I would not say data as a new oil.
Okay.
Data is one of the key ingredient. What are the fundamentals we are just talking? But currently there are two things that are driving. See, definitely oil is not out of the game. I would put across oil, renewable energy as one basket, as one
Mhm.
variable. And more than energy that is actually dominating today is the rare earth metals, which are very much required for the chips, semiconductor chips. So, semiconductor chips, rare earth metals, energy, plus data.
Mhm.
These four are driving.
Okay. Right. All right. Then we see countries building chip alliances, rare earth partnerships, AI coalitions, almost like mini clubs. So, Vijay, do you think the next superpower isn't a particular country, but whoever controls the rare earth supply chain? How do you see that?
See, I think for the benefit of the viewers, in the rare earth area, I think China is the kingmaker. No one can reach China. I think we just spoke about this in our tariffs videos as well. China is a superpower in the rare earth. Like you were saying, like 30, 40 years back, oil is the wealth.
Right.
20, 25 years back, China's administration felt that rare earth is the new liquid oil. So that's the reason they invested. So China has got the entire supply chain of rare earth. So no one can beat them. If someone has to kind of at least establish in that industry, it will take at least multiple collaboration and 20 to 20 years minimum. Minimum 10 years is for super
Right.
compulsory.
Certainly,
So
they seem to have a better edge than the rest of the countries or individually
uh,
put together,
yeah,
at
yeah.
least in the current scenario.
In the current scenario, I think rare earth China is the king, and for semiconductors, I think NVIDIA technologies. I
Right.
think they
Right.
are the US one. I think they are leading. So to answer your
Certainly,
question,
China has that heads up, needless to say.
yeah, China has like to answer your question in a very crisp way. Rare earth it is China. On the semiconductors, the chips making and all, I think it's NVIDIA US. So
Right.
that is the reason if you look at they are having a continuous clash because they're one and two economies. US is one, China is two. So that's the reason there's a lot of clash going on.
Okay. All right. Just moving on. Then here is something fascinating. Countries used to fight over land, as we are all aware of. Now they quietly fight over semiconductors, cobalt, lithium, and underwater cables. So is this the new battleground of geopolitics, Vijay?
Yes, definitely. See, there is no doubt about it. people are going to fight for the rare earth metals and data, and as you said, like the supply chains under the water, and also definitely that is going to be the future warfare. I mean, warfare in the sense, not the exact warfare, but they are going to fight on definitely on these three areas. And other thing would be, I'm just thinking maybe a little out of box, but I think artificial intelligence will come into play because
Certainly, certainly.
everyone will start kind of spoofing others with their artificial intelligence. So, on a lighter note, like I'm just saying, like I was just going through some pics and all. Uh, Now we see there are workshops being attended by people and all, but in the near future you might have a workshop. Uh, it is run by an AI, but it would be attended by a bot. Let I,
Right,
so that could be the future.
right, right. Quite possible.
Yeah.
All right. Then just let's touch base the next segment, the new age of influence. So influence used to be culture and military presence. Now it is social media platforms, then app ecosystems, then global payment systems, streaming content, and AI models, satellite internet, and innovation hubs. So power today is about who the world depends on without realizing they depend on them. So does this mean influencers and social media platform might actually have more global influence today than several governments, Vijay?
Definitely, I think a couple of days back there was a report that was submitted to US Congress, like it was like 763 pages report,
Mhm.
and they were predominantly talking of how Chinese media, if you look at Op Sindur, I think the first 6 weeks, like there was a lot of narrative that six Rafales were brought down and so
Right.
on and so forth, and it was all the media creation was created by China.
And certainly, it was a biased review, and
And so
at least
that is what is answering your question. So currently, like anyone, like who sets the narrative, they are the kingmakers.
right.
Although India has won the war, I mean, India has successfully completed the operation, we lost in the narrative. So
Probably it's a right word to coin influencers than probably the kingmakers.
I
Certainly, the
don't.
influencers.
Influencers are like, if you look at that entire Mac, what is ecosystem of this story narration and all, influencers are like the first step there, but there are a lot of steps in that
A lot
particular
of
ecosystem.
cooking happens, of course. A lot
Yeah.
of cooking happens.
So I would say definitely narration is the king, and how do you want to sell, whether it's like on the bad way or a good way, and how much muscle you have, how much AI capabilities you have, how much bots you have, how much
All the
algorithms.
ingredients, all the
Yeah.
necessary ingredients that play a vital role,
Mm.
be it in a constructive way or in a destructive way, in whichever way they choose.
Absolutely. So I think narration would be, I think it definitely matters.
Certainly, certainly. All right. And with AI giants competing, could the next superpower be whichever country controls the most advanced AI model? Any views on that?
I think currently US is leading, and it's very tough to reach US. I think the way NVIDIA are I mean, designing their chips and all, I think no one is at least near to them. Even like Chinese kind of spoofed their what is NVIDIA chips and all. They wanted to do something. Like
Right,
China has got a license to import a grade B. Like if there is a top quality of NVIDIA, China was given a license to kind of an import a grade B, a second level of
right,
NVIDIA chips. But they say they tried to kind of collate everything, and but no one is coming close to NVIDIA.
right.
And I think if you look at artificial intelligence space, or like even the bots and all, you have Elon Musk who has SpaceX and all. I think it's tough to touch US in terms of technology.
Certainly, certainly that they both have edge in their own respective spaces, which
Yeah.
are hard to compete with. At least.
I think just for the interest of the audience, like the net worth of Nvidia companies, like I think it does $5 trillion last week or a week 2 weeks back. $5 trillion, it's like more than the GDP of India. So imagine the power of that company.
Right, right. So true, so true. All right. Uh, moving on. Let me throw you a fun one. Could Elon Musk accidentally become a geopolitical superpower just because half of the world runs on his satellites?
No, I think he cannot be because he tried his hand by partnering with Trump. I think very soon he realized that doing
He learned,
business is different and doing politics is different. So,
he learned his
uh,
way. He
I-
learned his lesson. Usually, we say, I
yeah.
mean, the lessons are learned the hard way. So, however, in this case, Elon Musk must have learned his lessons the Trump way.
No, I agree with you, but I think we should definitely give a bow to this guy. I think we should give a what do you say like hats off to this guy. See, normally people take 3 4 years to realize that they have actually burned their hands in politics and all. This guy realized in like 60 70 days. He said, boss, I am done. I have got a lot of SpaceX satellites, or I have a lot of human bots or humanoids, he called them as humanoids, to launch. So I
No,
think
wisdom quickly dawned upon him. That's all.
That's the reason he is smart. Like that's the reason he's smart. That's the reason he's doing lot of things at a very cheaper rate. So definitely, he along with NVIDIA technologies for now, I think even you can include Google and all the Meta as
Right,
well, because Meta is definitely required for that narration building and all. So I think definitely these are all very influential companies currently. No one can take that out.
right, right. All right. So, well, just we were coming to conclusion of this particular concluding this particular part two series. All right. Okay. If episode one laid the chessboard, episode two just showed you the hidden pieces. But we're not done yet because in the next episode we are going to explore something nobody talked about. So what if I'm trying to give you a cliffhanger about the coming upcoming part. It is what if the next superpower isn't a country? How about is it, if it is not about the technology either, neither about alliance? How about but a crisis? So stay with me for part three. It is going to flip this entire discussion. So with this, we are concluding this particular part, and a small request for the viewers to make a note of uh, from this particular show, or even if you have noticed during our previous show, I go with the name, screen name, voice rather, and uh, Vijay would go with the screen name Krish going forward. So kindly do remember we're the same people.
Yeah.
Har
Bye.
Har Mahadev, Har Har Mahadev. Good night.
And
Jai
we'll
Hind.
connect for another exciting session. Bye.
Right.